Hello guys, welcome back to the Brutal Investor channel. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. In this episode, we're going to talk about an interesting project. In my opinion, has a high potential to grow in the future. And this project is called HiFi Finance or the MFT token, right? Again, as always guys, I highly recommend you guys to do your own research on any of the projects we cover on our channel. And for this project, I recommend you guys to go to the website hifi.finance in order to learn more about this project, right? But before we talk about MFT token, I want to talk to you guys about Gateio. Gateio is a centralized exchange that is known for listing low market cap gem tokens way before they get listed on major centralized exchanges such as Binance or Coinbase. What this means is if you have a Gateio account, you increase your chance of getting a 10, 20, 50 or even 100x gains on any of the low market cap gem tokens that they have on their platform. And if you don't have a Gateio account, I suggest you guys to use the link in the description to set up your Gateio account today so that you not just have an opportunity to make some really good gains on the low market cap gem tokens, but you also get a 30% trading fee rebate on any of the trades that you make, right? And apart from that as well, if you see, Gateio also has other features such as copy trading, giveaways and NFT boxes that you can also use and explore to increase your profitability as well, right? So if you don't have a Gateio account, please use the link in the description, by which you're also supporting the Brutal Investor channel, for which I thank you in advance. So going back to the CoinMarketCap page for the HiFi Finance project, for the purpose of the video, I'm going to rely on the information presented on Binance Research's page for this project, but this is only going to be a peripheral analysis, which means you need to do your own in-depth research before you put your hard-earned money on this token, right? So what is HiFi Finance? So basically what HiFi Finance is a marketplace and DeFi service provider, right? So that's their main goal. HiFi Finance, formerly known as Mainframe, is a lending protocol that allows anyone to borrow against their digital assets. HiFi uses a bond-like instrument representing an on-chain obligation that settles on a specific future date. So what HiFi Finance basically is, it's a lending protocol that basically allows anyone to borrow against their digital assets. So it's kind of like a platform where you can deposit your cryptocurrencies and borrow against those cryptocurrencies as collateral, right? And it was formerly known as Mainframe. So they've recently rebranded themselves to HiFi Finance, and what they use as tools is they use bond-like instruments that represents an on-chain obligation that settles within a specific future date. So you have to use the platform very carefully because they have settlement dates that needs to be met and will be settled in a specific future date, right? The tokenized debt enables fixed rate, fixed term lending and borrowing. So they have multiple different features where they have fixed rate lending, fixed term lending as well as fixed term borrowing as well, right? So Mainframe token is the native utility token of the HiFi Finance ecosystem and has the following use cases. So just like any platform that we know, this platform also has its own token called the MFT token, and it's the native utility token of this ecosystem, and that has the following use cases, right? So one of the main use cases of the MFT token is to act as a governance token. So MFT token holders can participate in the protocol governance and vote on improvement proposals. So if you have MFT tokens, you can obviously participate in the network governance and vote on improvement proposals for the platform, right? So the second main use case of the token itself is ecosystem rewards, rewarding contributors to the ecosystem. So if you are an active contributor to this ecosystem, you get rewarded in MFT tokens, which is kind of like an incentive for people to contribute, right? So these are the two main use cases of the tokens itself. So the HiFi platform consists of the following components. So the platform itself has several major components. So let's cover the components in detail right now. So one of the main components is borrow. Deposit collateral in the vault to mint fixed rate, fixed term debt tokens. So by depositing a specific token on their deposit platform, you can mint fixed rate and fixed term debt tokens in return. So this is going to be tokens that you can use for other DeFi applications, but you need to return it with interest within a specific period of time, right? These debt tokens can be swapped for instant liquidity, allowing users to leverage long yield farm or pursue other strategic trades without selling their collateral tokens. So similar to how you borrow and lend on Aave or Compound Finance or any other popular market, money market platform, you basically deposit a collateral, and in this case you mint debt tokens for fixed term or fixed rate, and these tokens will allow you to leverage your long or even participate in yield farming or even pursue other strategic trades without having to sell your underlying collateral, right? But obviously, when you need access to your underlying collateral, you need to pay back the original borrowed amount along with the interest in order to get back your collateral, right? So the next main component is lending. Obviously, when you have borrowing, there's also lending. Buy fixed rate, fixed term debt tokens for a discount. When the term expires, they can be redeemed for face value, earning lenders a predictable return on their investment, right? Again, pretty straightforward. We basically get an opportunity to buy fixed term or fixed rate debt tokens for a discounted price, and after like maturity, you basically redeem it for the face value and earn profit, right? So the third most important component of this platform is provide liquidity. Earn trading fees by providing liquidity between debt tokens and stable coins on an automated market maker. So obviously they don't have a automated market maker by themselves. They rely on other platforms such as Uniswap, SushiSwap, or other network AMMs, where you can provide liquidity and earn liquidity provision fees, right, or trading fees, right? So HiFi Finance launched its token in Q1 of 2018 with the total token supply of 10 billion tokens. Again, the tokenomics is already seeming to be really bad. We'll cover about the fact about the tokenomics in detail in a few seconds. But if you see, this project was launched in Q1 of 2018, and they were initially known as Mainframe, which we already kind of discussed, right? So if you want to learn more about this project and how its tokenomics works and some of the demographics, you can go to the Binance research page, where they also provide you with the link to the website, Twitter account, GitHub, documentation, white paper, and Explorer as well, right? So I want to quickly take you guys to the website itself, which is hifi.finance. This is probably where you will find additional information that you can't really find on Binance research page. So if you see, they have a pretty cool website, and they have stream tokens with Sablier for real-time payroll investing. So these are all some of the borrowing and lending tools that you can use on their platform. So this talks about the platform itself, and you have the white paper here, which I suggest you to read. Sablier streaming protocol. So this is one of the protocols that they have, and you can start streaming in order to kind of like get rewards, and how to write a grant governance proposal. So if you want to participate in the governance, you can read through this particular post. You can also find multiple posts apart from this post as well on that website. And if you scroll below, you have other important links that will help you learn more about this project, right? Very simple and elegant website, but if you want to access the main dApp itself, you need to click on the lend and borrow button here in order to access the main dApp, right? So let's go to the coin market cap page for this token. So the ranking wise, this token is ranked 401st by market cap on coin market cap, and it's currently trading at less than 1 cent per token. To be exact, it's trading at $0.0089 per token, so which is quite cheap as a sticker price. And this is something that can definitely attract a lot of newcomers in the future, because the sticker price is something that newbies look into, and they don't really worry about market cap, right? So obviously there is this sticker price based price potential pump that this token can be kind of like taking advantage of. But despite that, if you see in the past 24 hours, the token has been up in the past 24 hours of about 11.25%, which is not that great, but it's still something which is better than many other projects, right? So if you take a look at the market cap is only $89 million, which is quite low. Obviously, the project has a lot of things to work out when it comes to marketing as well as the tokenomics itself. But it seems like the market cap is still quite low, and there is definitely a lot of room to grow. I can see this project at least hitting like $250 million in market cap in the next few months if they do things properly, right? And if you scroll below, obviously talking about tokenomics is quite bad at face value, which is what I mentioned, because if you see, there's 10 billion tokens, But the best thing about this project is that if you see the circulating supply, pretty much all the 10 billion tokens are in circulation. So literally there's no more new tokens that will be dumped onto the circulating supply, making it slump in the short term, right? This project, even though it has extremely high max supply, all the circulating supply, all the max supply is in circulation right now, and therefore there's no real risk of new tokens being dumped in the market. It's just the fact that they need to create demand for the tokens in order to make sure that the project performs well, right? So even though at face value you can see that the tokenomics is not that great, when you take a look at the circulating supply, which is where the main tokenomics based scenarios occur for the project, the circulating supply shows that the project is quite good in tokenomics, even though the max supply is quite high, right? But in that case, it's only going to be a matter of time before this project starts getting traction and a lot of people will start using this project, right? So if you take a look at the charts itself, obviously the project hasn't done quite well because even though all the tokens are in circulation, there's no real demand driver for the tokens, and that's one of the reasons why the project has only performed once or twice in the past since 2018, which is kind of like not really surprising because the tokenomics is considered to be like a major factor in making the projects perform well. But if you see, their rebranding has also affected significantly in making the price of the token move positively, right? So initially the token price was worth 1.9 cents per token as of July 7th of 2018. It immediately started crashing and then reached an all-time low price of about less than 1 cent, which is again 0.0009 cents per token, $0.0009 per token as of 14th of October 2019, and then it was kind of moving sideways, making occasional small peaks here and there, but it was still trading more or less less than 1 cent per token. But it was only during late of 2020 and early 2021 when this token started pumping. So if you see, as of 30th of December 2020, this token was worth $0.002 per token, but then early 2021 this token started rocketing upwards to a price of about 3 cents per token before crashing down head on to a price of about $0.005 per token, right? So for people who bought this token along the 2019-2020 period, they made some significant gains if they managed to cash out during the peak, because this peak didn't really last that long because it kind of crashed immediately, right? And then the token rebounded to a price of about 1.5 cents per token, and then now it's kind of like starting to kind of like go from the bottom price of about $0.006 per token. It's kind of like trying to pop up, so this is definitely still a good opportunity to buy, because I can see this project at least retesting the 1.5 to 2 cents per mark, which is definitely a possibility before it crashes down, right? So obviously if you want to wait, you can buy this token even more at a better price, maybe at $0.005 per token. But if you're buying it at this price point, you're still buying it from a really good discounted price from the all-time highs, and therefore if you are trying to get back to make some short-term profits, this token is going to move upwards and maybe even retest the 1.5 to 2 cents as I mentioned and rebound back, which will give you some chance to make some really good small short-term gains, right? But again, this is not financial advice. Please do your own research before put your money on this token, right? When it comes to the Bitcoin comparator, on the other hand, you can clearly see that the token was obviously like following the dollar comparative, but now it started decoupling from the dollar comparative, which is quite interesting because a lot of other projects do the exact opposite. They start off with decoupled nature with dollar comparative, but then they start becoming more closely correlated with dollar comparative. But it seems like the charts for this project seems to be much less correlated with in dollar comparative for the recent times, right? So the initial price of this token was 2,941 satoshis per token, and then it started crashing as like the dollar comparative, and then it started coupling with dollar comparative, pretty much following the same pattern, right? And then if you see, the token was worth 11 satoshis per token. It was moving sideways, and then when dollar comparative was performing like massively well, the Bitcoin comparative wasn't really doing that well, right? In fact, it only reached 47 satoshis, which is a mere it is a good profit, but it's not as good as the dollar comparative. but it was moving sideways more than actually performing extremely well, right? So it seems like in the dollar comparative, if you are buying this token with dollar comparative, I suggest you to be very careful because it's a very volatile token and it's not a scarce token. So I wouldn't really put a scarce project token, right, like Bitcoin to buy this token. But if you see, the token is at its all-time lows in the Bitcoin compared to dollar comparative, right? So it seems like if you do want to buy this token with some satoshis, not too much, I wouldn't suggest you to waste more Bitcoins with this project. But if you do want to buy this token with some satoshis, then this is probably the best price you could buy this token with Bitcoin comparative, because it's pretty much at its all-time lows, right? Whereas in dollar comparative, you may or may not buy this token at this price point because you're still buying it at a slightly higher level compared to what you would be buying with 0.005 dollars per token, right? So again, when it comes to the markets itself, you can obviously buy this token from Binance. So Binance, after they list the project, they update the Binance research page to include a research article about the project. So since we refer to this project from Binance research, it's kind of obvious that this project is already trading in Binance. But another major exchange where I can buy this token is from Gateio. If you guys don't already have a Gateio account, I suggest you to use the link in the description to create a Gateio account today in order to increase your chance of making 100x gains with any of the low market cap gem tokens that they have, right? So by using the link in the description, you are also supporting the Brutal Investors channel, for which I thank in advance. And another exchange where you can also buy this token is from KuCoin, but I wouldn't really go anything below the KuCoin exchange in this list, right? If you obviously want to buy this token from Ethereum based DEXs, you can also buy this token from Uniswap version 3, and I believe even SushiSwap also has this token, but you have to pay extremely high gas fees, and I wouldn't really recommend doing that, right? So Binance, Gateio, and KuCoin are the best exchanges to buy this token from, right? So what's my final verdict on this token, guys? I think this token is a good short-term play. You need to basically be patient because this token is quite a slow mover, even though the market cap is quite low. But in the long term, they need to do something about their tokenomics to make sure that they either burn a lot of tokens, even though a lot of tokens, pretty much all of their tokens are in circulation. They need to probably burn some of their tokens or even reduce the supply from maybe 10 billion to 1 billion or something else to do something to either make the projects not really slump in price for the long term, or do something to drive demand for the token, right? They need to increase their marketing, make people get exposed to their project, and maybe even provide some rewards in order to attract a lot of people. Otherwise their project is not going to grow that much because they have a lot of competition, right? So since 2018 they haven't really done a great deal when it comes to price action wise. So in the long term, obviously depending on how they do manage their platform, and how a lot of people start recognizing this project as well, this project needs to do something in order for it to stay relevant in the future, right? So for the time being, I can easily say that this project is going to be worth 1 to 2 cents per 1.5 to 2 cents per token in the next upcoming months. But I think in the mid to long term, which is again 3 to 5 years from now, I think there's going to be a lot of opportunities to make some short-term gains, but not consistent long-term gains unless they start doing something drastically, right? Again, remember guys, you guys are not regular investors, you guys are brutal investors, so stay brutal. Thank you very much for watching my video, guys. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more videos. See you in my next video. Bye.